This is such a beautiful day today, isn't it? Sun shining, plants ripening, nice warm weather for a beautiful harvest. And all of us here together, gathered. And, you know, you would think that the police would have something better to do than to be here trying to harass people. Wouldn't you think that? And first I want to say something about, you know, we're all here because marijuana changed our lives. It touched each and every one of us in some way and helped us to move forward within our lives and within society, and to change us to a more peaceful and to a more satisfied group. However, what has happened? What's going on? Where is it? When we were in the 1990s, people would speak to police officers and the cops would say, "Oh, we have nothing against marijuana, nothing at all. It's just a law and we have to enforce the law. So if you just change the law, then we won't enforce it any longer." Well, now we know they're a bunch of liars. This is a bread and butter issue for the police. Because if they didn't have us to bust, they'd have to get jobs like as garbage collectors or something. They'd be on welfare. Who would hire an ex-cop? Now, these police think they're so rough. They were here at 1 o'clock busting a few people who were smoking. Where are you now? Come on out now. Start busting people now. Come on, you big bullies. Where are you? You're hiding. You're hiding because you're nothing but thugs. 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 And you think that you have the judges behind you. But I will tell you this. This is a war on drugs. You're war criminals. And just as the Nazi war criminals, face penalties, it ain't over till it's over, and these cops will be in jail. And I say, free the heads, jail the feds. Now, police in America think that they can reign supreme with nobody supervising them, with no restraint, that they can go and they've gotten away with murders, robberies, theft, rape, perjury. It's over, baby. It's over. Now, there's one more thing. How many people here are registered to vote? Stand up if you're registered to vote. And now, look around at all the people who aren't registered to the vote. Those are the people who are stopping us. You come here to an event, why don't you vote? Why don't you register? This is the most important thing. They don't want you to vote. You don't get it. You think it doesn't count. And they want you to think that it doesn't count. Because they don't want you to vote against them. You don't get it? You don't get it? Anybody who is not registered and who doesn't vote is a dupe of the authorities. You're doing exactly what the police don't want you to do. They don't want you to vote. They say, no, don't vote. Look, first we'll take it away from the felons, and then we'll convince the other people that they don't have to vote. But it's extremely important. Now,
I can't vote because they made me a criminal for smoking.
all of us, whether we like it or not, if you have even the most casual relationship with marijuana, even the slightest relationship with marijuana, well, you smoke occasionally at a party, then you, whether you like it or not, whether you realize it or not, are a participant in the drug wars. Maybe an unwilling participant, but you are a participant. You are a victim in a war of genocide against our culture, against the entire culture of marijuana smokers, of psychedelics, of people who are outside of the corporate mainstream, and they want to criminalize each and every one of us. We have to fight back, and the way to fight back is political action. Now, you know, I don't want to leave here, I don't want to give a speech and get everybody up and say, yeah, yeah, and not have some pleasure, because what is marijuana about? But about self-discovery, about some pleasure, about some introspection, about being yourself, about understanding the pleasures, the hardships of life. But make no mistake about it, make no mistake about this, those people who are opposed to this, and you know, I want to tell you something, it has now been proven that marijuana causes hysteria. Yes, it does. Oh, yes, marijuana causes hysteria, and people opposed to its use. Yeah, it makes them crazy. So, I think that if we are going to fight this, if we're going to continue using marijuana, we're in a fight. We might as well realize it. We have to get rid of the assholes who would put us in jail. It's as simple as that. Your sheriff and DA, what nerve these people in Humboldt have that these officials here have. How do you think they earn their money? How do you think they earn their money? They get it from the sales taxes. And how do you think that's? It's either welfare, a minimum wage job, or it's pot. And I say pot feeds Humboldt, but it shouldn't feed the cops. Well, you know what? I just heard that the cops want to cut the thing at 5. There's another band. Dr. Baldwin is coming up. And I'd like to say thank you so much for being here. Thank you. I appreciate it so much. Give everybody a hand. Come on, let's stand up. Come on. Let's stand up. I want you to tell the cops something. Free the heads! Free the heads! Kill the feds! Free the heads! Kill the feds! Free the heads! Come on! Kill the feds! Free the heads! Kill the feds! Okay, thank you, Dr. Baldwin.
Thank you, Rosenthal. Yes! Yes! I'm sure he's improved everybody's situation up here in the past.
File one of these. It costs the cops millions of dollars. Well, these cops, they think that they're immune. They run around and laugh and go, ha ha, you can't sue us. Well, let me tell you. We have got over 5 of those lawsuits already passing summary judgment, which means the cops are standing trial. That's it. They're hosed. These cops are not immune, and when they violate your rights, you have to learn how to sue. And it's quite easy. And remember this, you have to file a complaint to the county saying that you're going to sue them, and that allows you to sue. That's the first thing the cops are hoping you do, is don't file your complaint. Then after you do that, you can go to the law library, and they all have this book called Police Misconduct. Read it. It shows you how to sue them. And when you sue them, then they start to get a little upset. They start to lose their jobs, they start to lose their funding, and then the Board of Supervisors disbands their units. That's the way we're going to win, is by suing them. Thank you.
Looks like they're going to give us one more.